Get ready to discover the wild, globetrotting journey of a shiny aluminum can, from deep earth rocks to your fridge. Hold an aluminum soda can in your mind. It feels light and ordinary, but it's actually a globetrotting object made from ancient rocks, intense heat, and giant machines. The main ingredient is a metal called aluminum, and it starts as a reddish-brown rock called bauxite. Bauxite is like a treasure hiding in the ground, and people dig it up in huge open pits. Mining helps us get the metals we use every day, but it also changes the land fast. That means we have to be careful about nearby rivers, dust in the air, and the homes of animals that used to live where the pit is now. Next, the bauxite takes a ride to a processing plant, where it gets crushed and washed. Strong chemicals and heat help separate out a white powder called alumina, which is like aluminum's starter ingredient. Now comes the wild part. Turning alumina into aluminum metal takes an enormous amount of electricity. Inside long factory buildings, electricity rips oxygen away from alumina, leaving liquid aluminum like a silvery river. This is where our middle ground truth shows up. We need lots of power to make aluminum, but cleaner power sources can shrink the footprint. That's why engineers are working to run these systems with more wind, sun, and improved technologies. Once the metal is ready, it's cast into big blocks or long logs called ingots. Then giant rollers flatten it again and again until it becomes thin aluminum sheet, like super strong, super thin metal paper. That sheet gets punched, stretched, and shaped at lightning speed. Machines form it into can bodies, trim the top edge, and make a separate lid that will snap on later. Even a plain can needs a protective coating inside, so your soda doesn't taste like metal. Tiny sprayers coat the inside, and ovens bake it on, fast, hot, and precise. Now for the global puzzle. Bauxite might come from one country, alumina processing might happen in another, and can making might happen near a drink factory somewhere else. Parts of this journey can cross oceans on container ships and ride trains and trucks for thousands of miles. At the drink factory, the can gets blasted clean, filled in a blink, and sealed with the lid. The can is pressurized, packed into boxes, and shipped to stores so it can reach your hands cold and ready. And here's the final mystery. After you drink it, does the can become trash forever, or does it get a second life? Aluminum is special because recycling it saves a huge amount of energy compared to making new metal from rock. So putting it in the recycling bin is like giving it a shortcut back into the game.